The secret of the silent blossom. The mountain air was thick with the scent of damp pine needles and cold stone. Oliver pulled his hand-knit scarf tighter against the chill, feeling the rhythmic, steady gait of Rusty beneath him. They were deep within the mist-veiled pass, where the world felt as though it were made of nothing but gray silk and green shadows. The trail began to steepen, winding around jagged outcroppings that looked like sleeping giants. Oliver leaned forward, pressing his chest closer to the horse's neck to help with the balance. Inside his weathered satchel, a folded map and a small wooden compass rattled softly, the only sounds in the profound silence of the heights. Rusty stopped suddenly, his ears twitching back and forth. He blew a long breath out of his nostrils, the steam rising like a ghostly signal into the air. He felt the mountain's secrets through his hooves, sensing the ancient weight of the peaks that Oliver could only marvel at from the saddle. Above the whistling wind, a sharp, piercing cry echoed from the crags. Oliver shielded his eyes, looking upward. Through a sudden rift in the swirling clouds, a silhouette appeared. Massive wings spread wide, catching the faint, filtered light of the sun. It was Aurelius, the golden eagle who was said to guard the highest reaches. Aurelius descended with effortless grace, landing upon the skeletal branch of a lightning-struck cedar. His eyes were like polished amber, reflecting the vast, lonely beauty of the range. He watched the boy and the horse with a solemn curiosity, as if deciding whether they were worthy of the path ahead. "It's all right, Rusty. He's just watching over us," Oliver whispered, his voice barely a breath. He reached down to pat the horse's muscular neck, offering comfort as much to himself as to his companion. They moved forward slowly, passing under the watchful gaze of the great bird. The terrain became a mosaic of broken stone and slippery roots. Rusty stepped with incredible care, his hooves finding purchase on the narrowest of ledges. Oliver trusted him completely, feeling the silent communication that passed between them through the leather of the reins. Then, tucked into a sheltered crevice where the wind could not reach, Oliver saw it. It was the silent blossom, a flower with petals as pale and translucent as moonlight. It grew in the harshest of places, thriving on the moisture of the clouds and the solitude of the summit. As Oliver stood there in the presence of the tiny flower, the wind suddenly shifted, rushing up from the valley below. The heavy curtains of mist tore apart, revealing